Man, where would y'all be without Big Mike, man? I'm about to walk through the minefield of danger with this one. Y'all know how I get down, man. I bars none. I fears none of you niggas, man. None of you niggas. Where shall we start? Let me just go ahead and say right off the grip, Reg the Bad Guy. Reg the Bad Guy is a whole ass nigga, man. He's a soft ass nigga, man. I'm trying to tell you, boy. I mean, I know how to peg him, bro. I know how to peg him. Some of y'all that may not know. Let's give y'all the rundown. Let me give y'all the spiel, man. There's this character, man, called Hardcore Tito. He's been on YouTube, I believe, since 2014, 2015. And, he had a pretty strong presence, man. Pretty much anti-female, anti-black woman. And, yeah, he used to talk a lot of cash shit about the sisters, man. And then it came out that he was kind of like an unsavory character, man. He had some sexual assault convictions, and he had some robbery convictions and some domestic violence convictions and whatever. And he disappeared for a while, had to serve his time, and he's resurfaced, and now he's back. So he's been making his rounds on certain YouTubers' hangouts and channels. And one of those individuals is Reg the Bad Guy. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and provide a link. Go see the nigga, sign up. I'm not like the rest of these niggas, man. You know what I mean? I make money in real life, in real time. You know what I mean? In the real world. So, a lot of niggas is out here talking about how they ain't giving no niggas no shine because, they want to try and guard their piece of the pie and all this soft ass shit. But no. I encourage you. Go and check him out. Go sign up. Support the nigga. He's going to need it because he is a soft ass nigga, man. Now, what am I getting at here, right? Check this shit out, man. Now, it's common knowledge that homeboy, what's that nigga name? Hardcore Tito. I think he's going by the name General Tito these days. It's common knowledge, man, what his rap sheet is, man. Common knowledge. But yet and still, Reg the Bad Guy has been having him on his panel, on his hangouts. He knows this shit. He knows. From what I've been hearing, from what I've been gleaning, there's a lot of men in the manosphere that told him to be hands off with Hardcore Tito. Don't be nowhere around him. Don't even entertain the brother. Give him the cold shoulder. Shun him. You don't want that kind of energy. You don't want that kind of drama. Now, like I said, men in the manosphere warned Reg the Bad Guy. But he didn't listen to the brothers. He, for the most part, gave the brothers the finger. And then just ignored them. Then all of a sudden, something happened that, let you know that Reg is a whole ass nigga, man. There's this broad named Nyla. Nyla has, I guess she got some pull. She got some weight, on YouTube, I guess. She pals around with Cynthia G. And she makes a video talking about how the black manosphere ain't shit because we let individuals like Hardcore Tito post up in our spaces. We don't condemn and we don't shun him. While at the same time, a lot of people made false allegations and accusations against her and her living homosexual boyfriend, Taz Exclusives. She's hot about that, son. She's hot. She's like, how dare y'all come at us, but y'all let this motherfucker get a free pass. She hot, son. Yeah, man. She don't like motherfuckers to talk about her homosexual now. Like, come on now. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 5,000. Let's do this. Oh, yeah. When the fellas said, hey, man, back up. Hands off. Don't fuck with this nigga, man. You ignored it. But now when the broads is coming at you, now when the broads express disdain, for what you are doing and what you have done by allowing this man to get on your hangouts and to use your platform? Now all of a sudden you want to get moral, nigga? What you scared of, son? Well, come on, man. I mean, I know how to peg him, dog. I know how to peg him, man. Reg is a whole ass nigga, man. I mean, let me put it to you this way. If I did have Hardcore Tito on my channel, on my platform, or if I did do any sort of interviews with him, the last thing I'm going to do is apologize to some bitch about it. I don't apologize to bitches, nigga. Fuck you. And the horse you rode in on, bitch. The fuck wrong with y'all, man? It's Big Mike, nigga. Now, that's not to say that I would fuck with a nigga like Tito. Oh, no, son. No. Even I have my limits. Any nigga that, one of the crimes in his rap sheet is he holding up little old ladies, man. Armed robbery. With the strap, with the tool and all. I'm like, what kind of nigga does that? Like, nah, man. I can't fuck with a nigga like that, man. A lot of y'all would say, well, that's a reprehensible crime, but what about what he did with the girl? What about what he did with I'm like, look, I done told you I got the curse of living in the real world, man. And like I done told y'all, in my hustle, in my game, I've had at least 4 different occasions where 14-year-old girls tried to jam me up and get me twisted up in some bullshit, as far as their age was concerned when they wanted to put in work in the porn game. 14, dog. 14. So the Tito nigga, unless I know the specifics of the case, because what is he, what did he get convicted of? Tito got convicted of aggravated criminal sexual assault or aggravated criminal sexual abuse. What that means is if that person commits an act of sexual penetration or sexual conduct with a victim who is at least 13 years of age but under 17 years of age, and the person is at least 5 years older than the victim. Now, according to Tito's story, Tito is basically stating that he was 18. No, excuse me. I think out of his mouth, I think he said he was 17 years of age when this happened. But according to this, you have to be at least 5 years older than the victim. So if the child is 13 and he was in fact 17, I don't think this could apply, or he could have gotten convicted of aggravated criminal sexual abuse. So he had to have been at least 18 or 19 years old for this to fly. But when I'm talking about, this child, 13 years of age, even a 13-year-old, man, can jam you the fuck up, man. And keep in mind, what this definition states is they don't care even if the child deceives you or actually wants to indulge in the act with you. So according to this definition, he didn't, it don't sound like he took it. It don't sound like he raped anybody. You know what I mean? It could have been a situation where she misrepresented herself, probably said that she was 15 or 16 and he was 18 at the time, and he got jammed the fuck up. I'm not excusing the nigga. I'm just saying how it goes down, man. And I did 10 years as a corrections officer. So there was a lot of brothers locked up behind these little scallywag, skeezer ass, nothing ass bitches misrepresenting themselves. I read the goddamn case, court documents of a lot of these brothers, man. I read the jackets. Even when the female basically admitted that she lied to the nigga, they still got jammed up. And all it's going to really read is, you got docked for aggravated criminal sexual abuse. The specifics of the case really is not going to be put in there in fine detail to try and alleviate or temper your culpability in the crime. Yes, I was totally amazed to see how many brothers was locked up on aggravated criminal sexual abuse or assault. in my 10-year stint of working as a corrections officer, man. And man, don't even get me started, man. When I was in high school, man, I was seeing like 15, 16-year-old girls getting picked up after school by niggas in their 20s. You know what I mean? D-boys and shit. I mean, this is how young broads get down, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get down. So, you know, that's why I'm not really too much tripping at, because I don't know the specifics of it. Odds are, quite possibly, he may have gotten deceived. And even if he did get deceived, really, that's irrelevant, because you as a man, you have to do your due diligence and make sure that you ain't stepping on no landmines, man. You know what I mean? But it's hard for me to come at this nigga with righteous indignation, knowing that 4 times I ducked the sword of Damocles, nigga. 4 times by nothing ass scallywag 14-year-old bitches. Not thinking about what the fuck gonna happen to me if I get knocked with pictures and videos of they naked asses, by them showing fake ass IDs, swearing up and down that they 18. Because you know what's gonna happen if I get knocked with that shit, man. You know, no one's gonna give a fuck that they deceive me. No one's trying to hear the fact that, hey, man, you know, they had a fake ID. No one gives a shit about that. No, you got these so-called fake outraged niggas on YouTube, man, that's not really looking at the minutiae, the specifics of a case. And they just want to say, oh, you're a pedophile. You're a pedophile. I got daughters. I got daughters. You know, these fake-ass outraged motherfuckers kill me, man. Kill me. But, you know, bruh, I've been around the track too many motherfucking times, man. I know what's going on out here with these nothing ass bitches, man. And yes, I gives a fuck if you 13 and you out there misrepresenting your age to somebody, knowing damn well that they could get in serious trouble. Use a nothing ass bitch. Oh, how can you say that? Hey, fuck out of here with that shit, man. And all y'all, you can distance yourself from me if you want. I give 2 fucks. Fuck all of you, man. Something got to be done. Everybody got to be held accountable for the shit that they fucking do. The Gynocracy is real. Just how this lame ass nigga Reg The Bad Guy folded like a bitch. When the broad said something, but he didn't, you know, bat an eye when the brother said something. This is the law of the land these days, man. And what I mean by that is a lot of these females, man, you know, they feel like they got the armor of God, man. And it starts when they're young. Starts when they 12, 13, 14. They feel that they can just do whatever the fuck they want, and there is no consequences and repercussions for their actions. Once again, this is not excusing Tito for whatever the fuck he may have done, but I am not going to join in with the fake outrage on this nigga unless I know the specifics of the case. Why? Because, like I said, I've been involved in the porn game and the pimp game, and plus I did 10 years in corrections. So I have a wealth of information and a wealth of knowledge of nothing ass young bitches doing shit that they should not be doing, getting niggas jammed up. But that being said, you know, I would not be fucking around with no nigga that's holding up little old ladies. Strong arm robbery. No, I wouldn't. No. You know, even the domestic abuse and the domestic violence shit, man. I could probably get at a pass, nigga. Me knowing how these chicks get down out here, man. Unless I know the specifics of the case. Case in point, shit. She could have assaulted him. And he may have fucking assaulted her back, but she may have made it to the phone first and called 911. And you know how that worked. Whoever get to the phone first and get a hold of 911 first, shit. Court's gonna give that individual some rhythm, especially if it's a woman. Not so much if it's a man. But yeah, met a whole lot of cats locked up on domestic violence and domestic abuse. And they clearly got railroaded when I read their court documents and their jackets, nigga. I'm like, God damn. Bottom line is, I've seen a lot of injustice being played out when it comes to men in the courts. When they have to defend themselves against so-called violence and sexual allegations against women. A lot of that shit is blown the fuck out of proportion, man. A lot of these niggas on here is scared to say that, man. But not me, Jack. I want that smoke. Come get it, nigga. Yeah, man, a lot of this shit is just blown out of proportion. So, I'm goofy. I like to know the specifics of a case before I pass judgment. If I know that there's an individual who knowingly is going around touching on 12, 13-year-old girls, and he's like 18 and 19, yeah, man, you know what I mean? You straight up need your ass beat, man. There's no doubt about that. You need your ass kicked, man. But if you're in a situation where, like, you got a female who's misrepresenting herself, and she's 13, and she every bit of look like she could be 18, believe it or not, man, I mean, you got something that's cutting real close. You got something that cutting, man, they cutting close, man. I'm not about to go on no witch hunt from somebody that was genuinely deceived and just, like, practice very bad discernment and judgment skills, man. And yes, like I said, shit can be blown out of proportion. You can have this sort of shit on your jacket, man. Someone can read this shit and just think that you are the worst individual ever. Like a good case in point would be Bill Cosby. I don't think anyone who's done their due diligence or done any sort of research on the Bill Cosby case would actually say he's guilty of anything. But, they got him locked up for aggravated indecent assault. Now, when you look at that, and you look at that title of the infraction, that sounds serious, doesn't it? Aggravated indecent assault. Just like Tito, aggravated criminal sexual assault or abuse. Aggravated. Now, when they put that shit aggravated in there, it makes it sound like, motherfuckers is taking the ass, or taking the sex, or taking the pussy. You know what I mean? But where in the jacket Bill Cosby does it really state that he did anything aggravated to this broad, man? I think the accusation was while she was asleep, he touched or he penetrated her vagina with his finger. I think that was it. And they gave his ass 3 to 10 years for touching the cat. They gave Cosby 3 to 10 years for touching the cat, in which he said it was consensual. All you have is her word against his. So that's all I'm saying, man. A lot of you motherfuckers with this fake ass outrage, man, and you don't even know the specifics of a motherfucking case, man. Shut the fuck up. I'm all for nailing a nigga to the wall, man, if he is really flagrant. If he's actually really guilty. And he's purposely going out doing shit he ain't supposed to do. But, man, sometimes shit happens. The court system is not your friend, black man. It definitely is not. And fortunately for me, I have been around the track. I've been out here in these streets dealing with these nothing-ass, young-ass bitches. And I worked 10 years in the joint. Close max security prison. I've seen a lot of brothers unjustly, incarcerated and accused of things that they did not do. But just because, the system needs to fill its coffers, because this is the new Babylon, man. This is the new slavery, man. This is how they get their money. This is how the power elites, man. This is how they get their cheese, man. They get that cheap labor by putting your black ass behind bars, man. So they forever trumping up shit. And, of course, the woman, the female, in particular the black female, that's their greatest weapon against you. So let me be clear before I get up out of here, because I know we got these fake ass outrage niggas out here running around with their nooses and their pitchforks and shit. First of all, Big Mike would never fuck with a nigga like Hardcore Tito, man. I don't rock with niggas that rob little old ladies, nigga. You know what I'm saying? When I hear about his so-called sexual assault of a 13-year-old and I hear about his domestic violence shit, I need to see the specifics of that case. Because I done seen so much bullshit go down when it comes to so-called sexual assaults and domestic violence that I'm always suspicious of that shit. But in the event or in the case that he is actually going around beating up on women, or he is actually being predatory by sexually assaulting individuals, yeah, man, you need your ass beat. You need some castration in your life. But on the other hand, if I did decide to have someone on my show, decide to have a hangout with an individual on it, I mean, I'm going to do my due diligence beforehand, and I'm going to have them on. And I'm not going to give two shits or two fucks about what a bitch got to say about it. Shit. You got Big Mike fucked up. You going to bow to no bitch? Bitch, got life fucked up, nigga. Reg the Bad Guy, you a hoe ass nigga, man. And that's obvious, man. Because like I said, man, the brothers in the manosphere told you not to fuck with this nigga, man. And you didn't pay that no mind. You just did what you wanted to do anyway. But along comes some vagina. They flex on you they flex on you. And you bitch up instantaneously, man. They live stream wasn't done for 2 hot minutes and you already copping please, man. Well, anyway, yeah, that's how Big Mike get down, man. It's a curse to be me, man, because I live in the real world. The rest of y'all just YouTube niggas, man. You know what I mean? Oh, what he did was so reprehensible. I've got daughters. Hey, man, shout out to all the brothers that's got daughters, man. But yet and still, they not letting shit like that cloud their judgment. I'm not saying don't cherish your daughters, man. Don't cherish children and shit. I'm just saying, man, look. Whenever you have a situation where you are going to start with that righteous indignation bullshit, at least have the intelligence, man, to look at the facts of a case, man. You know, just do that. That's all I'm saying. All these blanket statements, man, and blanket accusations to just automatically villainize and vilify individuals when there may be some gray area. If I were a betting man, it don't look good for Tito, man. He got 3 convictions of some pretty unsavory actions towards females, man. So if I were a betting man, I would say he's more than likely pretty much guilty of all of that shit. But Reg is supposed to know that. Once again, it was all good, man, before the females stepped up to the plate and said, nah, nigga, we ain't having it. Your whole ass folded like a lawn chair, boy. Yeah, man. So oddly enough, even though Reg is a whole ass nigga, I hate to say it, I have to rock with Nyla on this. Yeah, like I said, 3 convictions, man. 3 convictions, you know, against some unsavory actions against, you know, the female gender. Yeah, man. I would have to weigh the scales, and I would have to go with my gut instinct, man, and say that homeboy's got some problems. He's got some issues, man. Unless he's just the most unluckiest nigga in the world. I mean, unless his broad was lying on him about the domestic, and unless he had a consensual sexual rendezvous with a female who was misrepresenting herself when she was 13, trying to say that she was 16 or 17 or whatever. But something tells me that Tito doesn't really give 2 fucks about a female misrepresenting herself, man. He strikes me as the type of cat, man, where in the back of his mind, he probably was knowing that, yeah, she's a young one. She's a young one. She's a youngster. And it would appear that he's got some impulse control issues. So he went ahead and did the deed anyway. But my main issue is, man, what this is really all about, man. It's just, I just had to get on here and I just had to call out Reg the Bad Guy, man. Because, I mean, he's such a whole ass nigga, man. I'm just like, I'm not going to miss a chance to roast this nigga on this one. Oh, no. I mean, this was the same nigga that was roasting tricks about being men. About manhood. Giving niggas lectures on being men and manhood and shit. And look at this bitch ass nigga folding, acquiescing because some broads bring a little bit of heat. You don't get the fuck out of here, those soft ass. Big Mike, Almighty Triple XL, coming at y'all live and direct. Max C Minutes Radio Show. And I'm out. I want all the smoke. Whatever the fuck you want to do, let's do it. I'm out.